Hey guys, this is Dooley. So in this video, we will talk about how to share data between threads. Essentially just like the previous video, except this time we will be using static variables to have data that different threads can have access to. In the previous video, we did this using objects, and as long as these threads are accessing one instance of that object or the same instance of that object, they will have access to the data that's being carried by that object that lives within that object. So in this one here, we're going to be using static variables to do that. So you can see I've initialized a static variable here, count, that starts at 0, and I have also named the main thread. Well, so ahead let's go ahead and create a function here that will increment the count of this thread and then print something. So let's go ahead and my typing here, let's just call it print. Okay, and this is the function we're going to create the thread with, the child threads. So let's go ahead and increment the count. Okay, and then let's get the name of the current thread. Okay, let's just thread that current thread, that name. Okay, and let's go ahead and print which thread is printing. Okay, right line. Okay, that's the name. Actually, let's do some interpolation here so we can put several things together. Let's call this name, that's name, and let's print the count next to it. Remember the okay. Oh, some very bad typing. Well, anyway, so we have our function here. Next, let's create the thread and give it a name. Okay, var new thread. We are creating it with the print function. Okay, and let's give it a name. Let's call it child. Okay. Okay, we've created our thread. We can start it. Okay, we've started it. Now, because we know about the join function, to make sure this thread ends before we have the main function continue, let's go ahead and call join. Okay, and let's have the main thread called the print function as well. Okay. Okay, the expectation here is that the child thread is going to call the print function start, and the print function is going to increment count, so we expect it to be 1 for the child thread, and then after that's done, the main thread is going to call the print function. So if data is being shared properly, what we should get is 2 for the parent thread, because the child thread had already incremented from 0 to 1. So this is what we expect. Let's go ahead and run this and see what happens. Okay, so we got child thread being 1 and parent thread being 2. What that means is they have access to the same variable. So there you have it. Alright, so this is this video. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see when these videos are coming up. If you like these videos, please hit the like button, and if you have questions, just hit me in the comments and I'll respond, and I'll see you next time. Bye.